ML made it simple. Today we are going to look at the SQL question. This question is from Dropbox, Medium, simply explained. This question is taken from straightscratch.com, where you can check out different interview questions. Employee and manager salaries. Find the employee who are earning more than their managers. Output the employee name along with the corresponding salary. On the right hand side, we can see the list of columns in that table. Consider only the columns that we are most interested in. ID, first name, salary, manager ID. Let's take a sample example. Make a copy of this table to map manager ID to ID. Join both tables based on manager ID and ID so that we will have data about manager on the right side and the original data about employee remains in the left side. We can now say extra columns on the right side are their manager's information. Now just compare the salaries of employee to their manager. With that, let's dive into the code. Okay, let's jump into the code. Let's take some notes so that we don't miss out any edge cases. Find the employees who are earning more than their managers. Employee who are earning more than their manager. Sorry for the spelling error. Okay. Output the employee name along with the corresponding salary. Output the employee name along with the salary. Let's write out the code. Select first name. We can use last name, but for our sake we can just leave it. And salary, since that is what we need as an output from our employee table. Here the condition is employee who are earning more than their managers. We just have the employee table here. How can we compare the manager's salary, which is not exactly here? So we can use manager ID, which is present in the employee table. We can also assume that manager is also an employee, which is present in the employee table. So how can we compare the salary of manager with that of the employee? If we have two columns parallelly, like salary of the employee against salary of the manager, we can compare them against each other and say, okay, these are the employees who have salary greater than the manager, right? So how can we do that? We can take this employee and how can we convert that parallelly? Okay, we can join them against the employee itself, right? Based on manager ID. So we have manager ID. If we look at the table, we can see that there are some cases where the ID is also present in the manager ID. So we can definitely make use of that and try to join. Okay, I'll show you how it looks like. So employee, let's alias it as E1 and join with the same employee table as E2 based on, we know the manager ID, right? E1 dot manager ID equals E2 dot ID. Now we will look at all the columns that we want so that we get a clear picture of what's happening inside. Let's also use the alias so that the compiler won't get confused. So everything on the first side is from employee 1 table, which is the employee table. And the second one is from the manager table, which is E2. Okay, let's run the code. Now can you see what I meant? Which is manager ID. We are just joining with the ID so that we will have the information about employee along with their manager. So this is the manager's information. And now we can compare the salary against the employee salary. So how can we do that? We can remove all the unnecessary information and we just need name and salary for the output, right? So we'll just leave it as it is. And our condition is the employees who are earning more than their managers. So we know the left hand side is the employee information. So salary of employees information to that of the manager's information. Let's run the code. I missed that comma. Syntax error or near E1. Oh, I missed the where condition. Okay. Sorry about that. That's our output. So that was only one record. Okay. Let's check the output. Of course, that's right. That's the end of this video. Hope you liked it and hope you get the intuition behind. Please subscribe. Please like the channel if you like. If you have more suggestions or if you think there is any other better solution to this one, please post. Thank you.